Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with another top 10 video for 2020-2021. If you haven't already, please go back and check out my top 10 Marvel Legends wanted for 2021, and please weigh in the comments. And before we get started here, please smash that like button. Let's get the visibility of this video high. So today I want to catalog my top 10 Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures or Deluxe box set figures wanted for 2021. Alright, let's do it.
This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey I'm fucking with. Hype beast we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it.
So in the past few years, Hasbro has kind of changed up the game in terms of releasing bigger figures. They don't all have to be Build-A-Figures as part of a 6 to 8 figure wave any longer, and they have since started to release larger figures in deluxe box sets. So I want to catalog some of the figures I'd like to either see as a Build-A-Figure or as a deluxe box set in 2021. And let me start by saying figures like Dragon Man and Annihilus I'm going to leave off of this list, as I already listed them yesterday as top 10 figures I want overall. This will be an all new list specifically for larger figures that should be a Build-A-Figure or part of a deluxe box set. At number 10, I'm going with Penny Parker and her Spider Bot. Now we already did get a Spider Build-A-Figure, that was the 616 version, but we need the Into the Spider-Verse version so we can go ahead and complete that team. We'll need her and we'll need Spider-Man Noir, and I don't see any reason why they wouldn't complete that team, but I need Hasbro to make this one a little better than the previous version and make it where it looks like a young girl could fit inside of the Spider-Bot, so the figure will have to be pretty massive. Honorable mention at the number 10 spot, I wouldn't mind seeing an Into the Spider-Verse Kingpin, who had a very unique design in the movie, so I don't know how much reuse value they would have out of a body like that, but he could definitely be an individually packed figure in a deluxe box set. Coming in at number 9, I'm going with Mr. Hyde, a longtime Daredevil / Spider-Man villain. He has quite a few different looks, so it'd be interesting to see which look Hasbro would go with. Probably two of his most recent appearances I can think of were during the first issue of New Avengers, Bendis's New Avengers. He was one of the villains in the raft that actually broke out, and then he was also part of the Thunderbolts team later on, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a character that we've never had in figure form in Marvel Legends. I think it's a good possibility we would see Mr. Hyde at some point. At number 8, I'm going with Mojo, a figure that is long overdue for a redo. I think Hasbro is making their way and trying to top all of the best Toy Biz Build-A-Figures, and it looks like they'll be doing that with MODOK's release next year, so it's time for a new Mojo. He might be the catalyst for a new Longshot and other characters from the Mojo verse, but a Mojo Build-A-Figure or deluxe box set is surely in order, and I think this is a good possibility for 2021. At number 7, I'm going with Mephisto. I'm under the impression that Mephisto may already be the Build-A-Figure for the Bring on the Bad Guys wave. Don't quote me on that, that's just a little inkling that I have, but I do think Mephisto will probably be better suited as a Build-A-Figure than a single deluxe box set figure, and I think he would be perfect for a Bring on the Bad Guys wave. He would be a good cake topper for a wave like that, as he has encounters in the comic books with so many different characters. We've never had a Mephisto in the life of the Marvel Legends line. In fact, the only other Mephisto I can think of is the Marvel Select version. As far as like 6 or 7 inch scale figures go, Legends would have their work cut out for them to really top that Select version and do something unique, but Mephisto is my number 7 pick. Honorable mention at around the number 7 slot, I wouldn't mind seeing Legends expand on the characters from the House and Powers of X books. There was a character that we really don't know who he was, if he was actually Old Man Groot or if he was another version of Black Tom Cassidy, but you can see him pictured here with Wolverine, Magneto, and what looks to be Zorn. But a Build-A-Figure of him and them completing that future team from the book would be pretty cool. And if you notice, Wolverine with his bearded look is sort of that future X-Men team, and we will get that bearded head packed in with the single-carded Wolverine from the House and Powers wave, or the Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave. At number 6, I'm going with the classic Avengers Hank Pym Goliath. I think an accurate, good-looking, nicely sized Goliath could be a Build-A-Figure. However, I know a lot of people want to see Giant Man. I think Giant Man would have to be something different. Maybe one of those smaller HasLab projects that's actually larger in scale. But Goliath, the old school yellow and blue costume, in which we did actually get a couple of figures for already, could definitely be a possibility for a Build-A-Figure for an Avengers wave, as he is larger, but he is not giant size. He's just a really big individual, maybe like 10 or 11 feet tall. So again, that could definitely be a Build-A-Figure. Honorable mentions at the big guy, big girl slot. I wouldn't mind seeing a stature Build-A-Figure at some point. Maybe we can get a redo of the Bill Foster Goliath. It wouldn't really be a redo because the one we did get was in the Marvel Universe line, which I actually still have. Maybe we could get Atlas from the Thunderbolts, or maybe even Titan from the Shi'ar Imperial Guard. But we absolutely need a larger buck for some of our size changing characters, and I think them kicking things off with Goliath may work out. Honorable mention around the number 6 slot, I would go for a Frost Giant. This is something that I also mentioned in my all army builder wave. Obviously this could be an army builder, maybe not a figure best suited for a Build-A-Figure slot, but it could be one of those smaller HasLab projects or some special boxed set. Being able to add to the ranks of villains for Thor and for just Asgardian characters in general, a Frost Giant would be a welcome addition. At my number 5 slot, I'm going with the X-Men villain Blob. This is an opportunity for Hasbro to top themselves. He could be the catalyst for us to get a new classic Avalanche or Destiny. And then this base buck could possibly be used for Big Bertha or maybe Volstagg from the Warriors 3. And I know a lot of people missed out on that first Hasbro Blob, even though he does hold up as a pretty good Build-A-Figure. I think at this point Hasbro can definitely top that. So Blob at number 5. At the number 4 slot, I'm going with the cosmic entity known as the Watcher, which can technically be an army builder. And I did actually mention this character as part of a wish list for my all army builder wave. Check the link in the description for that video. But we're long overdue for a Watcher in the Marvel Legends line. Again, another larger figure that doesn't necessarily need to be huge. So I do think this could be a Build-A-Figure, and I do think it's a character that people would want multiples of. We did get a Watcher from the Marvel Select line. I think the Legends version could just be a little taller than that, maybe a 10-11 inches, something like that. Another character that has come in contact with so many characters throughout the Marvel Universe. I'm sure this would be a much appreciated addition to most people's collections. At the number 3 slot, I'm going with another character that has been on my wish list for a long time. Nimrod Sentinel, another potential army builder that could absolutely be a Build-A-Figure, but I could actually see them doing this as a box set. I did originally want this to be part of my all army builder wave as the actual Build-A-Figure, but they seem to be doing every version of the Sentinel and Nimrod aside from this one. He's still on my wish list at number 3, and I'm hopeful that we'll see the Nimrod Sentinels in 2021. At number 2, I'm going with Maestro Hulk. Now, we've seen Hasbro do Hulk as a single big box release plenty of times over the past few years. I think Maestro could be a deluxe box set with all types of accessories, including Iron Man's helmet and Thor's hammer and a cracked Captain America's shield. But more Hulk characters in general would be much appreciated. Maybe this would be the catalyst for other bigger Hulk characters like A.C.B.A, who we've never gotten in the Marvel Legends line, but there was a 3/4 inch Marvel Universe A.C.B.A, which is the Rick Jones abomination, by the way. But there's so many versions of Hulk that we can still get in figure form from Marvel Legends. Again, I'll be talking about that in my Hulkarama video, which is coming soon. But Maestro Hulk has made appearances in so many different Hulk stories that I think he would be a great addition to everyone's collection. Hasbro doing this figure actually gives them an opportunity to top the Toy Biz version we did receive back in the day. So coming in at number 2, Maestro Hulk. And real quick, an honorable mention that is close to the number 1 slot, only because I believe the likelihood that this will be made is 1000%. So we did get the Carnage figure from the Ultimate Carnage storyline in the Venom Pool Build-A-Figure wave, and Hasbro's been on their symbiote tip for a while. I think that we will definitely see Null, the symbiote god, in 2021. And I think that's a Build-A-Figure wave already in the making. We're definitely going to see that in 2021. And I'm about to throw you for a loop here, but my number one wanted Build-A-Figure or deluxe box set figure for 2021 is going to be the mutant known as Ursa Major. Yes, I'd like to see Hasbro complete the Winter Guard. We already got Red Guardian and we already got an updated Crimson Dynamo. So we just basically need Dark Star and Ursa Major. And I think that would be a really cool, fun figure. It could be really detailed and it'd be something outside the box, something new, a new design. I don't think they could use any existing sculpts to make him. So it'd be a brand new sculpt. And we'd be close to completing another team. So let's show the Russians some love. And let's get Ursa Major done in 2021. So let me know in the comments below what your picks for your top 10 Build-A-Figures or deluxe box set figures will be for 2021. What did I miss? What would you tweak? Let's talk about it. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell down there. And until next time, peace.
Inside the cage, you can still get touched. And them little guns you got ain't enough for us. Listen here, Mason make you disappear. And your mouth will be the reason that you missed this year.